Okay, welcome to the OMSI Academy. So we have started the lecture series on the geography class 8 chapter, that is industries. In last lecture, I have explained the what are the topics we are going to cover. Okay, so if you skip, just go through it. It's very small video. You can cover in 5 minutes or 4 minutes. Okay, so the first topic that we are going to start, that is something called as the industries. Okay, so it is very important we have to understand what is industries. Industries are called as the second activities. Okay, industries are called also as the second activities. If you know that, why it is called as a one second, why it is called as a second activities, let's first try to understand. Yes, second, let me write down second activities. Okay, now why second activities? Because we know that in farm, okay, which is our primary sector where we will get the raw material. Okay, so in farm we get the raw material, for example cotton, right? Even many supplementary materials, like if you know the sugar industries, then we will get the sugar cane from farm, right? So these are the primary sector and these are the raw material for the industry. Okay, so this is called as a primary activities, right? These are called as a primary activities. But when we send this raw material to the industry where we will get the product, okay, from industry we will get the product. Okay, therefore it is called as a second activities. Therefore it is called as a second activities, because in industry we will use the sugar cane to produce the sugar. Okay, we will use the cotton in the cotton industry to produce the cloth, right? So that's why it is called as the second industry. Even the second industry is also called as the manufacturing industry. Okay, it is also called as a manufacturing industry or manufacturing activities. I think it's a very common sense why it is called as a manufacturing, because we manufacture the product using the raw material, using the raw material. Therefore it is called as a manufacturing activity. So second activities or the manufacturing activities is one of the same. Okay, and I also explain how this is called as the second activities, correct? Now manufacturing, as I mentioned earlier, this manufacturing activities add the value, right? It adds the value to the product. Okay, it's add value to the product, correct? So if you want the sugar, you cannot eat the sugar cane as it is, right? You have to do some pre-processing part, then only you will get the sugar. So definitely it adds the value to the product. Okay, now second, this manufacturing activities, it also refers to an economic activities. Okay, it's also to refer as a economic activities. Okay, why it is called as economic activities? Because let's take the example of the cloth, right? The cloth is the end product, correct? The cloth is what? The cloth is the end product. Okay, but we cannot directly wear the cloth from the cotton, right? We have to use the cotton as a raw material, do the pre-processing, then only we can wear the cloth, right? So that is why, and when this cloth is distributed over the shops, right, distributed to the shop or the traders, and then they sell this uh, cloth to our end users, right? So end user purchase this cloth, give the money to these shopkeep to the traders, and that's why it adds the economy. Okay, it's add the economy, or it adds the money to our country, right? So therefore this manufacturing is also referred as the economic activities. I hope you understand why it is called as a economic activities, right? And why it is called as a secondary activities, right? Now let me go take you the one more example to just explain. I already explained, but let's take the one more example and understand the step by step things. Okay. Okay, now let's say as I mentioned, the fashion industry, right? So how the fashion industry works? Okay, let's say this is a fashion industry. Okay, let's say this is a fashion industry. So they're growing the fibers. Growing fibers means they're growing the cotton. Okay, they're growing the cottons. After the growing cotton, what they will do? They will do the harvesting. Okay, means they will do some kind of pre-processing to remove the cottons from the cotton from these trees, and they do the harvesting. After the harvesting, it will send it to the grinding and the spinning. Okay, then that will send it to the grinding and spinning, right? So now here we got the raw form of like this kind of cotton, but we cannot use directly. We have to do some kind of the grinding and the spinning, so that we will get the fine cotton, right, like this. Okay, and then after that we will do this knitting. Okay, knitting and the weaving. Knitting and the weaving. So what happen in the knitting weaving? We will collect all these like thread like structure, we club together, and then we can box it together, right? This is called as a knitting and the weaving. After the knitting and the weaving, we will do some kind of processing. We will do some kind of processing, and we will find the a complete kind of cloth out of it, right? We will find the complete kind of cloth out of this. After the cloth, we are going to send to the we will make the cloth. So you can say the machineries, we will send it to the machineries, whose machineries prepare the proper shirt, or you can say the shirt or the pant, okay, dress like cloth, okay, from these machineries. And then it is sent it to the trader who sell this cloth to our normal people. Okay, so it will transfer to the people. So in this way the fashion industry works. Now I hope I at least explained with the example how any type of industry general works. So it is not just the raw material and the end product, it has to follow some certain type of activities, and this certain type of activities varies industry to industry. I have just given the example of fashion industry. Now I hope students will at least understand the what is industry, why industry called as a second activities, and it is also called as a manufacturing, and it is also called as a economic activities. Okay, thank you student. So in the next video we will I will explain you the classification of industries. Okay, thank you.